Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. This is your Liverpool versus Manchester United preview. It's at Anfield, it's Tuesday night, the 19th of April, and it's an 8 o'clock kick-off. The last time Manchester United won at Anfield was back in 2016. It was 1-0. The goal came from Wayne Rooney. Manchester United have not beaten Liverpool in the league since 2018. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 3-2 win against Norwich. Cristiano Ronaldo got a hat-trick against Norwich. It was his 60th hat-trick in his career and his second hat-trick in 3 league games. Norwich's goals came from Kieran Dowell and Teemu Pukki. Norwich came from 2 goals down. Liverpool, they recently beat Manchester City 3-2 in the FA Cup semi-final. Liverpool have a very good manager in Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp has won 5 trophies so far at Liverpool. He's won the Carabao Cup. Liverpool won that earlier on this season to beat Chelsea in the final. He's also won the Super Cup, the FIFA Club World Cup, the Premier League, and he's won the Champions League. Liverpool have won the most Champions Leagues out of the English clubs. Liverpool have won 6. Klopp got appointed in as the Liverpool manager back in October 2015. So he's been a Liverpool manager for over 6 years. He's got a contract with Liverpool until 2024. I can assure that Klopp will see out his contract. Before Liverpool, Klopp managed Borussia Dortmund. He won a few trophies with them, and before then he managed Mainz 05. Before Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool had Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers endured 1 good season with Liverpool. Before, Liverpool had Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson is probably one of the worst managers Liverpool have ever had. A lot of years ago, Liverpool had Rafa Benitez. Liverpool, of course, won the Champions League under him. A lot of years ago, they had Gerard Houllier. Gerard Houllier passed away, I think it was last year. A lot of years ago, they had Bob Paisley. They had Bill Shankly. They had Kenny Dalglish at one point. I don't think Kenny Dalglish was a good manager, but he certainly was a good player. So there you go. Liverpool could win the quadruple this season, because Liverpool have already won the Carabao Cup this season. They're into the FA Cup final. They're in the Champions League semi-finals, and there's a chance that they will win the Premier League this season. If Liverpool do win the quadruple, they will be the first ever team to do it. You know, the quadruple has never been done before. Liverpool have a very good squad. Luis Diaz, he's a very good player. Liverpool signed him from Porto back in January. He's only young as well, is that Luis Diaz. Diego Jota, he's done really well for Liverpool. Liverpool got him from Wolves. Mohamed Salah, he's the best player in the world at this present time. Liverpool got Salah from Roma. Don't forget, Salah began his career with Chelsea. He was in their academy. Salah, I think, will be signing a long-term contract with Liverpool. But the other week it said contract talks had stalled. Sadio Mane, he's a very good attacking player. Liverpool got him from Southampton. Roberto Firmino, he's good. Liverpool still have Divock Origi. Divock Origi is a backup. Liverpool are getting that Fabio Carvalho from Fulham. Liverpool have a lot of midfielders in their team. Obviously they've got Jordan Henderson, who's their captain. Liverpool got Jordan Henderson from Sunderland. They've got James Milner. James Milner, I think, will leave Liverpool at the end of this season. You know, when he leaves Liverpool at the end of this season, do you think he'll retire, or do you think he'll go to another club before he retires? He's aging up, is Milner. Liverpool still have Naby Keita. You know, he's not one of Liverpool's first choice midfielders. You know, he's a backup. Liverpool got Keita from RB Leipzig. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's done alright for Liverpool. He is injury prone, is Chamberlain. He's endured quite a few bad injuries with Liverpool. Liverpool got him from Arsenal quite a few years ago now. I thought Chamberlain was good at Arsenal. He was also good when he was at Southampton when he was younger. Fabinho, I highly rate him. Fabinho is predominantly a defensive midfielder, but he can also be deployed as a centre-half. Liverpool got Fabinho from Monaco. So there are a lot of the midfielders that Liverpool do have. They do have Takumi Minamino. Don't forget, last season he was out on loan with Southampton. Liverpool have a very good left back in Andrew Robertson. Liverpool got Andrew Robertson from Hull. They only paid around £3 million. Liverpool's backup left back is Tsimkas. So Tsimkas will play when Robertson is not available. Liverpool have the best centre-half in the world in Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool got Virgil van Dijk from Southampton. Liverpool paid £75 million for him. He's the second most expensive centre-half in the world. Obviously, Maguire is the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment. Another centre-half Liverpool have got, and that's Joe Gomez. They've got Joel Matip. They've got Kanate. Kanate is a backup. They have a very good right back Liverpool in Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold has been at Liverpool for a long time. He risen up their academy. Liverpool have a young player called Reece Williams. They've got some other young players. You know, they've got Curtis Jones. You know, he was born and bred in Liverpool. They've got Harvey Elliott as well. Don't forget Harvey Elliott got a bad injury earlier on this season. He picked up the injury in Liverpool's 3-0 win against Leeds at Elland Road. Liverpool's first choice goalkeeper is Alisson. Alisson is one of the best goalkeepers in the world at the moment. Adrian is still at Liverpool. They've got Kelleher. They've got two other goalkeepers as well. Liverpool have spent over £400 million under Jurgen Klopp. Let me put into the equation that Liverpool have lost players. Don't forget they let Jorginho Wijnaldum go. He went to PSG from Liverpool. They sold Shaqiri, was it last year? I think they loaned the Phillips out. Don't forget, Liverpool let Nathaniel Klein go. They let Dejan Lovren go. Adam Lallana go. They let Brewster go. Quite a few years ago, they let Philip Coutinho go. Coutinho did go to Barcelona from Liverpool. Liverpool got around £142 million for Coutinho, and out of that money, Liverpool went and bought Van Dijk and Alisson. Manchester United and Liverpool is the biggest game in English football. They are the two most successful clubs in England historically. You know, Manchester United have won 20 titles, Liverpool are on 19. You know, Liverpool have won 18 old First Divisions, and they've won one Premier League. The fixture at Anfield last season was 0-0 between Liverpool and Man United. Liverpool thrashed Man United 5-0 at Old Trafford earlier on this season. Don't forget, in that game we were 4-0 down at half time. Liverpool also won at Old Trafford last season 4-2. Don't forget, prior to that game, a lot of Manchester United fans protested against the Glazers at the Carrington training ground and at Old Trafford, because at that point the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. Man United beat Liverpool in the FA Cup last season 3-2. Manchester United have got around 5 players out at the moment. Obviously Cavani is injured. Luke Shaw, he's injured. Varane's still out with injury. McTominay is injured. And Fred is out with injury. Now, you know the news regarding Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag's new assistant is Michel van der Gag. You know, Michel van der Gag will join Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. Erik ten Hag also wants to bring Robin van Persie as part of his coaching staff. Erik ten Hag wants to bring quite a few players to Man United as well. You know, he wants to bring Tchouameni. There's quite a few players in the Premier League he wants to bring in, and there's some players for Ajax he wants to bring. It said Erik ten Hag will put pen to paper on a 4-year deal with Man United this week, but questions remain. Earlier on this week, it said Erik ten Hag is on the brink of being confirmed as the new Man United manager. You know, David Ornstein did say from The Athletic that Man United reached an agreement in principle with Erik ten Hag to become the next permanent manager. I reckon Erik ten Hag will get at least £200 million to spend this summer. He'll also offload a lot of players, so reflecting on that, Man United will raise a lot of funds. Rangnick, you know, he wants Erik ten Hag. You know, he said a few times he wants ten Hag to become the next manager. And a lot of United fans are looking forward to seeing him coming this summer. It'd be good for him to come and experience the Premier League. You know, ten Hag has not yet managed in the Premier League. And you've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. He's won a couple of Eredivisie titles with them. He's won some Dutch Cups with them. You know, he's got them to a cup final today. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. So there you go. Don't forget, for a long time, Mauricio Pochettino was linked with the managerial role at Man United. You know, when Ten Hag gets appointed in, he will be Man United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. We sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ralph Rangnick. He's been Man United's interim manager for around 4 months now, is it? He's Man United's interim manager until the end of the season, then he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. He said the other week, if Rangnick begins a consultancy role, he will only work 6 days a month. The other week, it said that the Austrian FA denied making an approach for Ralph Rangnick. Prior to that, it said that the Austrian FA wanted Rangnick as the new manager, and apparently Peter Shottle flew to Manchester and held talks with Rangnick. Before Man United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Rangnick's endured one transfer window at Man United, and unfortunately he didn't get backed in the January transfer window this year. After the 1-0 defeat to Everton last week, you know, Rangnick said it will be difficult for Man United to finish in the top 4. Earlier on this season, Rangnick said his aim for this season is for Man United to finish in the top 4. And top 4 is on, you know, reflecting on that 3-2 win against Norwich yesterday. And on Tuesday night, Rangnick will be reuniting with Jurgen Klopp, because don't forget, a long time ago, Rangnick worked alongside Klopp. You know, Rangnick was the one that taught Klopp. Manchester United have not won a trophy for 5 years. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Man United have only won 4 trophies in the last 10 years. You know, last time we won the Premier League was back in 2013. In the last 10 years as well, Man United have spent over 1.3 billion, and Man United have brought over 40 odd players in since Ferguson retired. And let me put into the equation, none of this squad is Rangnick. You know, Rangnick is inheriting players who other managers have brought in. So anyway guys, on my next video I'll be giving you my predictions for this game. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.